This is Marcel Irnie with Irnieracing News. Today is March 1st, 2022. I'm going to show you guys ex-President Trump doing a speech speaking about Canada, support of Canada. So let's take a listen.
The tyranny we have witnessed in Canada in recent weeks should shock and dismay people all over the world. In an advanced Western democracy, the peaceful movement of patriotic truckers, workers, and families protesting for their most basic rights and liberties has been violently put down. Their assets and life savings have been frozen. They have been slandered as Nazis, racists, and terrorists. These are the names they've been called. They've been arrested and charged with phony crimes. They've been falsely accused of loyalty to foreign powers. I watched them. I saw those maple leafs all over the flags and the love for their country. Plenty of Americans were there too, and they love our country. They're being hunted down like enemies of their own government and treated worse than drug dealers and murderers or rapists. A line has been crossed. You're either with the peaceful truckers or you are with the left-wing fascists. And that's what's been happening. And it's been a strong line. We stand with the truckers and we stand with the Canadian people in their noble quest to reclaim their freedom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you, Linda.
Okay, there we have it. Some support for Canada from Trump. It's funny for me personally, when Trump was in office, I thought how he communicated with the people through tweets, and there was no, it didn't seem like it was well thought out, a lot of the tweets, and so I was never interested in what Trump had to say, or never paid attention. Didn't think that he was doing any good for the country. But now I see the truth. I research, work every day. From the second I wake up, I'm working on this stuff, to the second I go to sleep. And Romeo's just trying to push me, Marcel, look at this, let's do another video, let's talk about this. And I'm like, Romeo, it's 3 a.m. I gotta go to sleep. I live, breathe, and eat news every day, and I'm so tired of it, and I just want to have a life outside of it too, but I know it's really important. But yeah, so now I see the light and the dark. You got Biden, and all the associates of the socialist fascists with their agenda, with the WHO and the CDC and the WEF and world globalism. It's just insane. People have been supporting these Democrats, these fascists, for so long. And, me, when I was younger and voted, voted NDP, voted Liberal because my parents said that's what they were voting. And then all these, of course, I voted PPC this summer when I started researching the tyranny behind the injection, which we can't talk about on YouTube because it's censored like crazy. Right now I'm uploading the videos from Romeo. He sent me a video talking about fake news, and YouTube smashed it down, and now I have to edit another version. I can't show the scene of the fake tank fake news, or so many things. You don't know why they censor you. I just try to remove more things until you can't even show weapons on screen. Just like a gun is censored. You're not allowed to show that stuff on YouTube, or they'll certainly demonetize you and try to deplatform you or whatever. So the battle rages on, guys, and now I understand a little bit about Trump and how he is a capitalist. We don't know the underdealings on the under levels, and I don't have the information on Trump, but I can certainly say what's going on with Biden and Trudeau and the UN and the WEF. It's all, and pump, and Ukraine, and now the Ukraine's being fast-tracked into the UN. And did you see the UN today? Everyone, as soon as the Russian delegate went to speak, they all had a setup. They set up that they're all going to get out and walk out, and so now none of us can hear what he had to say. It is absolute tyranny. Shame on the UN. Shame on the Democrats with Biden. Shame on Trudeau and the Liberals. Shame on the mainstream media. Like, seriously, you guys need to rot in hell. You are perpetrating evil crimes on humanity. Everyone in the mainstream media that knows what's going on and just keeps, oh, let's put the camera this way. Let's not show the Freedom Convoy. Let's show it a few people. Or the guys in Ukraine right now acting like there's all this fake news about fake planes attacking and fake bombings of buildings and grabbing images from Palestine that was 10 years ago and saying it's today and having an image, freaking putting makeup on people and interviewing them like they've been attacked by the Russians. It is insane.
Having a good old time on the dime of their corporate masters, making money off the suffering of others, having caused this suffering. Yeah, those are the fucking system pigs. The purveyors of fake news and the narrative. Yeah, I hope you see them. A good look at those system pigs. Huh? Fucking pigs, man. Pigs. They purvey fake news. They drum up hysteria on information that they know is fake. And the hysteria based on fake news becomes real actions in the real world. And then they come like fucking hyenas to feed off the corpse of Ukraine. That's what they're doing. God, I fucking hate the system pigs. Every last one of them. Every fucking cop who follows the orders of these pigs who lead us. Every so-called journalist of the mainstream media. They are system pigs and they are the enemy. Never, never fucking forget that. It's Kyiv, Saturday morning, February 28th, 2022.
And it is also insane how maybe not you guys, but some of you guys, and then everyone else watching mainstream media, as I can see the comments on the mainstream media, I love Ukraine, support Ukraine, support Ukraine, support Ukraine, when you don't know anything about anything. And like, I don't know much either, but at least I've taken over 100 hours of information now. And you know, everyone has been on my YouTube channel in the last weeks of February. I support the Canadians. I support the Canadians. Yay for Canadians. And now you're like, yay for Ukrainians. You just followed the mainstream media. You might have been woken up to the Freedom Convoy and the deadly, you know, and how it's killing and how it's injuring and how it's a control. Let's control everything. Let's remove all your rights. Let's put on this stupid mask, the breathing barrier that doesn't have any absolute efficiency whatsoever. It is absolutely insane how some of you and everyone else is freaking can't see that the mainstream media is just continuing on and distracting us. There was no images of war from Syria, from Yemen. You know, what happened to all, there's so many, there's 100 cases of this. Bulgaria, none of you guys are paying attention. The news didn't show you any of this. And now the news is centered around Ukraine 100%, and that is all they're focusing on. They're trying to distract us from what's going on right in our backyard. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's just so terrible. And yeah, okay, so it's okay to go into Afghanistan for 20 years and murder everybody, but we really don't know what's going on. We just know the narrative we were told. We know the narrative we were being told about Ukraine. We know the narrative we were told about the bullshit 19 and this and this and the mandates and the control. Now I'm just preaching. I'm not a preacher. Ugh. Anyways, this is Irnieracing News. Just trying to get the story out. The story, guys. I even have people that actually sent me a donation for Irnieracing News, or like, oh, come stay at my place because the police are hunting you. And then all of a sudden I do a story in Ukraine and they're like, oh, I retract that invite. I want my money back from my donation. People followed me for the news and got their eyes opened up to the truth, and then they just listened to mainstream media again, pumping it out, just brainwashing them all. Anyways. Eh.
Russian aggression in Ukraine and about how brave and heroic is Ukrainian to protect our soil, to protect our future, to protect our freedom and our democracy. We are in the center of Kyiv. We are here to protect Ukraine, and the Russian position is about a little bit more than 2 kilometers from here. This is very difficult to explain. What does it mean?
Între ceea ce se planifică și ceea ce se întâmplă în teren, odată declanșate ostilitățile, este întotdeauna o mare diferență. Și asta nu o spunem noi, a demonstrat-o războiul întotdeauna.
Îmi spunea că pilotul de avion s-a catapultat. Uitați jocul video, ia uitați-l. Este identic. Și acum vedem pe cel care s-a catapultat, da? Acum înțelegeți care este manipularea?